In the halls of the U.S. Capitol building, there are statues that represent each state. But not every part of the U.S. is represented. There are no statues representing Guam or any other U.S. territory, and members want to change that. Our Washington, D.C. correspondent Rachel Knapp reports.
When visitors walk through the halls of the U.S. Capitol building, they usually pass by statues like these, honoring people notable in each state's history, like Robert Livingston from New York, Pennsylvania's Robert Fulton, and Gerald Ford from Michigan, just to name a few. Back in the mid-1800s, Congress passed legislation for each state to donate a statue to represent their state. Currently, each state now has 2 statues honoring historical people from their state. Like many visitors, members of the House of Representatives pass through halls like Statuary Hall to enter the House chamber. Like its name, it's one of the places in the Capitol that houses several of these statues.
How are you? You enjoying your tour? Yeah. Very nice.
But some members of Congress believe a few statues are missing. Out of the 100 statues, none represent the U.S. territories.
Every day that comes through the most visited room in the Capitol. And since the 1864 is when Congress authorized the states to have a statue placed. From that day until present, every of the 50 states have had a statue placed there. That's over 159 years since this has passed. But yet, none of the territories are represented. So maybe we were forgotten, but that was a long time ago, and I think we should be remembered.
Guam's Congressman Jim Moylan, along with the other delegates from the U.S. territories, are sponsoring legislation to include statues representing the territories. Moylan says by enacting this legislation, the U.S. Capitol would then represent all of America.
It's time we have equity. We are citizens. We are U.S. territories. Our representation will mean a lot to many of the territories and to many of the people that you see behind us here. Hundreds that come through daily would love to be represented.
In Washington, D.C., Rachel Knapp reporting.